Hey guys, Spray and Pray here, and welcome to the announcement of the winners for the channel featuring contest that I started about 2 weeks ago. So I listened to your guys, your suggestions in the comments, and I picked 5 winners out of those comments that I thought were the best channels, and I'm going to go through a little bit of my criteria for who and why I picked them, because before we start going over each individual channel, because I don't want to have to repeat myself. So first of all, I was looking for channels that posted frequently and recently. So if they post every day, all of these channels post pretty much every day, maybe even 2 videos, some of them, which is very impressive actually. 2 videos for me is like, I gotta work for that. That's tough. So I'm actually really impressed that these guys can put out maybe 2 or even 3 videos a day. The second thing I was looking for out of them was just the quality of their overall videos. All 5 of these guys have some really good video quality. You can pretty much watch all of them in 1080p pretty almost. And their audio quality was another thing that I was really trying to look for good ones, because a lot of people these days, they try to do let's plays and stuff, but they've got their their ceiling fan or their thing like blowing in their mic and you can't hear anything, or their game volume is really loud and you can never even make out anything they say at all. And those are things that I didn't want to bring to you guys, as I'm trying to feature good channels here that you guys are really gonna like. So let's get started here with the first one, because I think you're gonna really like all of these guys. So no more delay. Hockey92 is the first winner for the channel featuring contest, and he is just so Hockey, man, I've been watching him for a few months now, and I really enjoy all of his series. They're just like, it's so nice to be subscribed to him, just to be exposed to all these different games. Now he's playing Titanfall, that's everybody knows Titanfall, and he's playing Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis, which both are very familiar games if you're hanging around my channel or Shenr's channel, or those types of grand strategy games. However, he also plays Evoland and Smugglers 5, which are both games that I have no idea what they are, but he does this awesome series called What Is. So if you wanted to know what Smugglers 5 was, you can watch it. If you want to know what Evoland is, you can watch it. It's a really cool channel, and I love being subscribed to him because I get exposed to all these new games that I'm not just and I can also come here to watch some really cool Europa Universalis or Crusader Kings too. Really highly suggest this channel. He's really cool. I think he's from Ireland, so that's cool, and he's got a nice voice. He's got a very good speaking voice, as well as it's got a slight accent to it, so it makes it more interesting than my dumb stupid American generic voice. Anyways, let's move on to the second one, who also happens to be from Europe. This is Nutty History Gamer. I think he's from actually England. So yeah, since he's got some Queen Elizabeth clothed up here, I'm pretty sure he's from England. I apologize if I'm telling you that he's from England, but he's actually from like Munster, or Wales. I'm very unfamiliar with the current political boundaries and stuff. It's very confusing to me how the British Isles are divided, so I'm sorry if I call it something wrong. I'm not trying to. I'm just my stupid Americanness once again is seeping through. Now, let's talk about Nutty History Gamer. He's really cool. Like I said, he's from England, so he's got a nice accent on him that makes him sound a little bit different than normal boring Americans like me. And he plays Victoria 2, which, there can't be a better game than Victoria 2, right? No, of course. But he plays Russia, or he's playing 2 series right now in Victoria 2, which is actually very impressive to be able to maintain 2 separate series in Victoria. I'm pretty sure if I did that, I would confuse the 2 and try to be like, oh yeah, I'm Germany, but wait, no, God, yeah. So playing 2 is very impressive. He's playing France now in a mod, which is the Enlightenment mod apparently, Enlightened France, and he's playing Putin's Russia, which is a modern version of Russia, so it's really cool and funny and sort of realistic because, Russia's going on a rampage right now. He also plays Hearts of Iron 3 and some other stuff because, variety is a spice of life. But it's definitely a very Victoria 2 heavy channel, it seems like, just based on his playlist, as well as Hearts of Iron. So maybe, but it's very Paradox heavy, definitely. But, Nutty History Gamer, he's a really cool guy, and I definitely suggest you subscribe to him just because of, his awesome voice and how cool his videos are. The third winner is Danny DeVito, and Danny, oh my god, he just blew me away with how amazing his art is. He makes all this art, and it's just it just fits together so perfectly. Look at that. That's just, I thought my channel art and my thumbnails were good, but this is just amazing. It's completely it blows mine out of the water. Just this right here, the Ender Challenge thing, that is ridiculously good. And I mean, even his Battlefield, even though they're more simple, they're still really professional looking. And I mean, that's just reflected in his actual video quality. I think that's the most important thing, pretty much. The thumbnail tells you so much about a video, and not only just like what it's going to be about, but about the person that's making it. And you can tell that he actually really cares about every thumbnail. Look at that. It's got a different picture in every single thing related to the topic of the video. So it's just like so much care has been put into these thumbnails that it has to be good content, and it is good content. I really like Danny. He does really good videos, and his commentary is nice and clear. You can hear what he's saying. The videos are nice. Everything is cool about Danny, except for the fact that you're not subscribed to him yet, so you need to subscribe to him. He's a really cool guy. Check him out. The fourth winner is TDog082, and TDog, I mean, he doesn't put, like, obviously this is just a picture. He didn't make his thing pretty, but his videos are so good. His videos are so, like, he plays Europe Universalis like we do, and he plays mostly Universalis here, but he's playing so many different series right now. He's got the Terminus to the Mughals, the Extended Timeline mod, he's playing World of Tanks. That's so cool, and at Haya as well. But the coolest thing, and the reason why he's on this list today, is because of this What If History thing. This What If History series is the most interesting thing that I've watched probably in the last couple of months. These are so well done, and it's like each one is just as interesting. It's literally interesting history. You know, you go to history class or whatever at school and it's like, oh, this sucks, it's boring. But no, this is actually like really cool and interesting stuff to touch. Like my favorite one so far was probably this Modern Day of Web of Alliances, where he pretty much goes around and explains the history of NATO and stuff like that, and that was so interesting. And I just loved it. I was, riveted the entire time. So you should definitely check out T-Dog, even though, he doesn't really have any art up here. He does really good videos. Sort of the opposite of Danny, Anyways, so this is Omnicom Crew, and this was actually one that was suggested to me, not like I didn't find these. These ones I pretty much found and like also got your suggestions, especially for Nutty History Gamer, as well as I think T-Dog I found just by myself. But Omnicom Crew was suggested to me by you guys, so I'm going to take your word for it. We're going to subscribe to them, and I watched a couple of their videos, and the one thing that I didn't like is just that they have this like really, really flashy intro that's like kind of strange, but that's beside the point. What the thing is that they've got like some really good energy in their videos. Like it's been a while since I've seen people in these videos where like somebody who's like really into them, and they've got like they're just pumping, especially for a game like Victoria 2. Like, how do you have so much energy when you're just playing like such a strategy grand? But no, they do. It's ridiculous. They have so much energy and stuff. It's like, I think it's really impressive for like as a channel. So that's why I feature them as on this today. So you should definitely check them out, like I said, and we'll subscribe to them, watch their videos. So at the end of the video here, I just wanted to talk about Captain Obvious Kyle and what he's done for me. He has featured me in a very similar video where I actually took grand prize or whatever as being the like channel featuring thing like this, and that's because he was doing this video to like show everybody that we're small time YouTubers. We're under we're not 50,000 subscribers, but it's really up to us, the small-time YouTubers, to just spread around our influence and spread the love and show off all these other really awesome channels to you guys, because we don't really have that much of a showcase in the YouTube community because we are sort of small. But it doesn't matter that they're small because they're still really good, and it's like. It's really one of the things that's sort of weird about YouTube is that it's not like how good your content is, it's just how much of it and how long you've been doing it that really affects how many, how much exposure you get. And I think that's wrong. I think that these guys that do really good content that just started and stuff like that, or started very relatively recently compared to the massive people, that they deserve to have a good shot at having a lot of subscribers, having a lot of views, because, their videos are just that good. So I hope you guys say thanks to Captain Obvious Kyle for giving us the idea of this. It's really cool that he did this for me, and I hope it's cool for these guys that I did it for them. I hope it brings them more attention and stuff like that, like I've said. And I just hope that you guys, it gives you more interesting content to watch. And that, I mean, how could you go wrong with more interesting content? Anyways, like I said, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you could go check out those guys, they're all in the description below. You can just click them really fast. Thanks so much. I hope you will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Spray and paint.